Let's talk about food safety now. That's been an issue as well. A lot of foods are being spoiled in the fridge. People are texting us, Sarah, can I keep my chicken? Probably not. Just putting that out there. Dr. Jennifer RONHOLM is an assistant professor of food microbiology at McGill University. Dr. RONHOLM, hello.
Hey, how are you?
Excellent. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
So we're going into, past 48 hours at this point. Any meat at this juncture is just not salvageable, right?
Yeah, any meat at this juncture that's been in your fridge for the past 48 hours is probably gone.
What about something like eggs or cheese?
If it's a hard cheese, it can last for a while in your refrigerator at these temperatures. But if you're seeing any signs of mold on it, or if it smells off, I wouldn't eat it. Eggs are probably fine at this point. But again, if they smell off or look off, don't risk it.
So crack open an egg, have a smell if there's something off, just to get rid of the whole carton. When we say hard and soft cheese, so I'm imagining soft cheese is like brie, for instance. It's very malleable. And then a hard cheese would be like a cheddar.
Yeah, a cheddar or a mozzarella or something. They last quite a long time.
Oh, mozzarella is not a soft cheese. I had no idea, Dr. RONHOLM. What about dairy contents, like a carton of milk that has been opened but left in the fridge?
Yeah, at this point when we're coming up on 48 hours, the milk is probably going to start going off as well. So again, milk has a very noticeable smell if it goes off. So I'd advise people to give it a smell, but you're coming up on the time when that's not even really useful.
Yogurt or cream cheese, which are dairy products, if they're open, they probably need to be tossed too?
Yeah, we're getting to the point where yogurt and cream cheese products are probably going to be spoiled. You'll probably see mold growth on a lot of those products as they're starting to spoil, so you can even kind of look for that. But sometimes the mold can be white and hard to spot, so really take a good look.
What if the container is closed, like a brand new thing of cream cheese and you haven't opened it yet and it's sitting in the back of the fridge?
Yeah, well, the fridge doesn't hold its temperature as well as something like a freezer does. So the fridge has probably been, above the 4 degrees Celsius we'd like to see in a refrigerator for a long time now. So I don't think I'd risk it with anything like a milk product or a meat product.
One texter is asking for meats that are frozen after this time. Even if they were frozen solid at this point, still probably not a good idea?
If they're still frozen solid and cold to the touch, I would say they're probably fine. And freezers do hold their temperature very well if you're not opening them and checking all the time. So at 48 hours, the freezer could still be -10, -15 even, which would hold your meat. So I'd advise check it. And if it's still cold to the touch and if it's still solidly frozen, I think it's fine, especially if your power's coming back on now. But if you open it up and if you touch it and it's kind of not frozen at the outside, you don't know what temperature the outside of the roast or the outside of the steak has been at, even if the inside's still frozen. So I think it's gone as soon as you can feel that, it's started to thaw.
Dr. Jennifer RONHOLM from McGill University. Now, I know it's controversial whether ketchup needs to be in the cupboard or in the fridge. So I'm thinking about sauces. Like my ketchup might be okay, but like barbecue sauce, mustard, a bottle of sriracha, can these things last in the fridge?
These things can last for a long time in the fridge. They have some interesting preservatives in them. But again, at the 48-hour mark, it's getting kind of iffy. So if your power has been off for 48 hours now, I think replacing your condiments isn't a bad idea.
Quickly, Dr. RONHOLM, on the microbiology, if you do leave your meat out too long, what's growing on it specifically, and how can it make you sick?
Great question.
Yeah, because if we explain it, maybe people will really understand why they can't chance it.
Zoom in a little bit.
So with meats, it's generally stuff like Pseudomonas or lactic acid bacteria, and they're going to give it a rancid or kind of a sour smell, and it's just going to taste bad. And you're probably just going to have some gastrointestinal upset. The problem is you can also have outgrowth of some pathogens. So if your meat maybe contains a few E. coli, if you leave it on the table, or a few salmonella, if you leave it on the table for 48 hours, those E. coli and salmonella get a chance to really grow. And then you can't kill the amount that's grown in that temperature abuse with standard cooking. So you could get E. coli or salmonella from that temperature abuse meat, even if you cook it reasonably well. And then you're into things like bloody diarrhea and vomiting, and that just sounds terrible.
Oh my goodness, boy, does it ever. Dr. Runholm, one last question for you. We have something on the text line. Cut fruit like pineapple and melons, and I want to hold on to that, but also fruit like apples and oranges, I assume, are okay.
Well, apples and oranges are usually kept unrefrigerated, so they're still fine. They
But
might even last a little longer if your house is starting to get cold.
but if I have something like cut melon,
Yeah, cut melon in the refrigerator, you'll usually taste that it's gone bad before you're worried about any pathogens or sickness. So you'll probably taste that, and it won't be palatable. It won't be something you want to eat.
no, probably not. This has been extremely helpful. Thank you so much for the update, Dr. Jennifer. Oh, and are you tossing out stuff from your fridge as well?
Am I throwing it out? Yeah, we've thrown a couple things out today. We're still without power as well.
Follow Dr. Jennifer's advice. Great to have you with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a great night.